And of course, my very favorite is the sun oven, the all-American sun oven.
It's the workhorse.
It's a delight.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's trouble-free. You really don't have to track.
Yep.
And I painted the outside black because the shiny was killing me.
Yes.
All the time. So when it's closed, I got too much shiny around here. It gives me a headache. So. And I did a little modification to this because the glass is broken. I think somebody gave me to this. Somebody coming back from Burning Man, I think, at one time said, "You want this? The glass is broken." And they didn't want to fix it. They'd rather buy a new one. So I said, okay, and for $20 you can get a nice piece of tempered glass. I decided not to put the normal thing on because this works quite well.
Oh yeah.
If you just drop it down like this.
It seals, the weight seals it up anyway.
And so we're going to open this up. Yesterday I used this, I started losing the seasoning on my pan, so I oiled it and put it in yesterday and let it heat up. It's a good use if you're not using your oven for something. You can season your pans with it. I've got a chunk of zinc in the bottom and a big chunk of iron in the under that. So we're gonna. Also, if it gets if you get moisture in here, as you find when you do bread and stuff, it off gases moisture. All you gotta do is turn this over.
Oh, sure.
And it'll evaporate all that.
Sure.
So it's a kind of a cool modification. And we're going to put in some stuff and just let it go. I'm really into canning jars.
Sure.
This is my favorite kit here. This is a cup and a pint jar together. And you notice that it doesn't rattle. It's all securely. So.
Do you have some kind of like gasket or something on the
I found out
bottom?
the way to do this is if you assemble it like this.
Oh, sure.
It makes a complete kit. There's even room for a little spoon in there if you want to put it in your backpack, and with a Mylar solar cooker you can take off. You can fill it and go just like that and let it sit. This one is doing the same thing, and we'll find that it's going to heat up pretty quickly through the day, just sitting there without any reflective. So anyway, I'm into canning jars because you can use it to measure. It's perfect cup to here. There's a pint, 2 cups. You can store your stuff in it. You can cook in it. You can eat out of it. You can throw what's left in the fridge. They're really versatile. Of course, I like to paint them flat black, and I let them sit for a day and roast in the oven and bake on them. So anyway, every couple days I come out and I make some rice and lentils or split peas. Today we're going to do some split peas. And 1 cup. This is a typical quart. So split peas, this will be the second time I made split peas. The first time I had the lid on securely, and the pressure built up, and it's still going psst. And once it's pressurized like that, the pressure keeps up until all the liquid is gone. So I ended up with a very little bit of beans and a big mess in the solar oven. So when you're cooking like this, don't tighten the lid down unless you're specifically trying to pressure cook something.
Sure.
So I learned from that, always leave it fairly loose. And about a split piece, I'm going to use about a 3-to-1 ratio. And rather than measure, I know exactly how it goes. So we're going to just fill this up with water. About to there is good because everything's going to expand as it gets hot.
The whole thing. You get those with the steam.
Yeah, the split peas are doing fine.
Yep.
The bread's starting to raise. I'm getting a little steam coming out of the rice. So the rice and beans are just about done.
Sure.
It's not going to hurt to leave them in because they're not going to lose a lot of moisture because the lid's on.
Sure.
So we can let them cook for a while. And I don't mind beans that are soft.
Sure.
It doesn't bother me at all.
And you
We'll
took
move this just a little tiny bit.
Yep. And you took care of the
And then
steam.
by the time the sun clears, this will be well done.
Sure. And you took care of the steam problem by just not having the glass on a hinge.
Right.